This is where we warehouse a lot of the pre-refurb cardio primarily, and then on that side over there, you'll see a lot of the remanufactured strength. So that's gonna be Cybex, Matrix, Pre-Core Life Fitness primarily.
Right.
Yeah, this is our new proprietary line. So the primary color scheme on this series is red and black. That's our brand colors. When we went into this, it was, how can we deliver discount products at like that 20 to 30% higher than remanufactured? Because ultimately people come to us to save. We're trying to hit the nail on the head where we can from a value standpoint and quality. We wanted to see what's the best bang for your buck that we can manufacture, and we really got behind this line. It kind of speaks for itself, you know what I mean? When you use it, it's solid, it's smooth. A lot of these pieces are gonna be like on the plate loaded side. I don't think necessarily something that you're gonna wanna work into your space, maybe like a leg press or something.
Yeah.
You know, we might think about that. But what I was gonna do with you today was, once we get done kind of browsing around and stuff, I'd like to just take those dimensions and that visual you painted in your head for that gym, and I wanna take that to our render program and just build something out real time so we can kind of both say like, this kind of works, this don't. Well, cool, dude. I think we got a good idea. Unless you wanna look at anything else in particular, we can head back into the office.
When you first walk in the door, this area right here is where I had the Smith machine.
Okay.
I actually gave all that area right there to the Smith.
Honestly, there's pros and cons to both, okay? Pros for doing them standalone is that Smith machine's gonna be beefier. It's gonna be a full commercial Smith machine.
Right.
Those all-in-ones are awesome, okay? But you're not gonna get your boys on there squatting two or three plates or whatever.
Right.
Okay? I wouldn't recommend that. Just full transparency. If you want that, you're gonna wanna go with a standalone Smith machine. And honestly, it's gonna feel more closer to that commercial feel that you get if you get the standalone Smith. The Zaya is awesome. The all-in-ones are great, but they really shine. And like, I've only got room for one machine in my garage.
Yep.
That Zaya is pretty cool because
What's it called?
it's called the Zaya. Z-A-I-A. It's the build Zaya. I named it after my daughter. It's got a lat pull attachment on it. So it's got a, you know how J-cups and spotter arms, they slide that pin through that tubing and then they just click in?
Yep.
Well, it comes with an attachment, and it's a J-cup like this where it fits into that hole. Let's do version 1 with just a regular Smith, and then we'll do version 2 with the Zaya.
Okay.
All right, Mr. Embry.
Now, take your seat, man.
I need to get around and move a little bit. I gotta eat. I'm starving. It's been an absolute pleasure.
I picked those pieces for a reason. These are all pieces that I felt really strongly about throughout my career. They are personal. Every one of them are personal, and I wanted to make it easier. At my age, I don't need to wrap my knees anymore and do heavy squats and all that. I just want to stay in good shape. I want to stay flexible. I want to stay strong. All these pieces definitely will help me do that. I Googled commercial gym equipment. I didn't want the home style. I wanted to used to the heavy duty commercial stuff. Got down to one. It said Gerald, Texas. I'm a local guy and I want to do business locally. I was blown away that there could be a place like this. So I set up an appointment with Dillon, and Dillon showed me around, and ball game's over. I mean, it was that nice, and I shut the book, didn't talk to anybody else, didn't even look, ordered it all from Dillon, and he and his team have been amazing. Well, you know, his knowledge is really good. He knows what he's doing. Dillon leads by example, and when you see him, you understand that. His knowledge of all things fitness and supplements and things of that nature is, I think, very, very important for people that want to put some equipment at their home or, something like that. So having somebody like him and his knowledge is really a benefit. What he's done with what we called a remanufacture or a refurbish, I love that concept. Refurbish to basically brand new, but the cost is a lot less. And so that factor, I think, is huge for most people. Quality equipment, quality everything. I'm so blown away by the quality of the people that they sent out to erect all this, and they deliver and they set it up. I mean, these are all things that people want. It's not just a deal where you get a freight truck that shows up and you got to unload it and you got to put it together and you got to, CTX does that for you. That's huge. So I think just keep doing what you're doing.
John, really stoked about this interaction. John is an old school entrepreneur. He's been in business for 80 years. His family owns and has passed down through generations a metal company out here in Waco. It was really cool to meet him. 3 weeks ago, he hit us up. He was like, hey, I need to build a home gym. I said, great, come up to the warehouse. He was like, cool, I'll be there in an hour. He showed up, that was 3 weeks ago today. We had a great interaction in the warehouse. We sat down, we built a 3D render for him, real time, right in front of his face. You know, after we had done the tour, he had gotten on some of the equipment and tried it out. You know, we showed him demonstrations of some of our new build line. We went with a, build and remanufactured approach. And yeah, this is the finished product. We're really stoked to kind of unveil, I guess, our first comprehensive home gym that peppered in build products. So we have 2 selectorized pieces. That's our leg extension, leg curl combo. And we have our bicep tricep as well as the Zaya. This is my favorite piece. This is our flagship all-in-one Smith machine, functional trainer, half rack, low row, lat pull. I mean, it does it all. As you can tell, this is a luxurious, to say the least, home gym. We love doing little projects like this.
We talked him into getting a nicer gym, so he built this out, and it's kind of how it all came to be here. My dad's worked out for his whole life.
Right on.
I worked out when I was like I said, probably 10 to 12. My older brother, he's always worked out, got me into it. So
this is going to be a family thing. You guys are going to kind of all be training in here.
Yeah.
How many of you guys are training in here?
So this will be family and friends. So
Okay.
a couple of my buddies, one of my employees, like they'll work out in here. I'll work out in here. My wife, my older brother, my dad, my mom, they'll all work out here. It'll be a good.
What do you think? What are your first thoughts?
Oh, I love it. I could work out in here for sure. That old dungeon was, that wasn't it for me anymore. I worked out in there forever.
You had the AC though.
It did have good AC, but I mean, I'm fine with this. I'm fine with getting a little sweat on in here. So.
Awesome, Bill. Hey, we appreciate you, brother.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Hope you guys enjoy. If something like this is something that you're interested in, whether you want to come in virtually or in person, you can schedule an appointment with me at ctxhomegyms.com/virtual. That'll get us a remote appointment where we can do a 3D render just like we did for John inside your space or your future space. Or you can come into the warehouse at ctxhomegyms.com/in-person. We'll get you scheduled for an appointment to come in, come check out some of the equipment, try it out, and get that gym kind of put together. All of the different moving pieces of the puzzle, figure out delivery timelines, and get something like this put together in as little as 2 to 3 weeks.